What's up, YouTube? Mini Minchino here, and welcome back to another Minnycast. For those who are new, this is the weekly podcast vlog type show where I share with you some updates and such, and ramble about something for a little while. So yeah, I don't really have much in terms of updates today, actually. I am still looking for questions for minicast number 50. This is 47, I feel like, if I remember correctly. So 50 is right around the corner, and I'm looking for questions, because that's going to be a very special Q&A, or at least I'm intending it to be that. So yeah, feel free to send in your questions either on my Discord or on Twitter or here in the comments section. I would love to hear from you and stuff. But, yeah, other than that, been sticking to that schedule of mine, and that's been working out pretty well, which is really nice. So, been pretty happy about that. Live streams have been going well, which I'm also happy about. And I hope you guys have been doing well, too. Now, today's minicast is gonna deal with COVID-19. More specifically, how we're dealing with it, or at least hopefully I can give you some words, some suggestions as to how to potentially deal with the isolation and such. And I was talking to my brother about this because, I was debating on what topics to do and stuff like that. And there was a whole bunch of stuff that I have on the back burner, but I'm like, I need to put a little bit more thought into some of these. I need to sit down and write some notes because some of these topics that I have in mind are a little bit vague and need a little bit more thought and stuff. Whereas this, COVID-19 sort of deal, is kind of, relevant right now. And I figure if I don't talk about it now, I'll lose my chance to talk about it. I kind of want to get it over with, to be entirely honest, because I do not want this whole channel to be focused around COVID-19, but I feel like I should at least touch on it a little bit. And I'm not gonna touch on, the whole, this is how you deal with it. You wear the masks, you wash your hands, and, social distancing, the whole 6 feet apart rule, and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and assume you know about that, and if you don't, then, look into that, because that's something that, you want to try to contain the spread if at all possible. Now, in lots of places, it's, the number of cases has been going down due to social distancing and such, and we need to keep that up, I feel like, at least for a little while. And it sucks! And I was talking to my brother about this, debating topics, and he sits there, and he's just giving me this stupid look on his face, and, he says...
I hope it goes viral! Yup!
And of course, my response is, I'm gonna absolutely kick your ass one of these days. But I'm just, it's great. It's great. Hope it do go viral. It's fine. Whatever. If it don't, that's fine. But yeah, this is basically going to be more of me assuming that you've taken into account all the, safety precautions that I assume your country's health specialists and such have been telling you to do. I've been hearing a bunch of stuff from Health Canada and stuff like that, just talking about the whole mask situation and things like that, and all the social distancing stuff. Only go out for essential things and whatever. So you're stuck at home, you got nothing going on. If you're like me, you never had a job to begin with, so it's kind of more of the same, except for the fact that can't really go visit people as much, if at all, and that sucks. I haven't seen my sister in a while, and I want to go visit her. I really do, but I can't as frequently. Sometimes I can get away with it. The one time I helped her fix her phone, and that was kind of essential because being able to communicate is pretty essential. So yeah, and her computer wasn't working, so she couldn't fix her phone herself. Otherwise, she would have. But it was a great day to go visit her, actually, and, we had a good time chilling out. But, at this point, gotta do that social distancing deal. Stuck at home, nothing to do. aside from, chores, which, I mean, once you're done those, like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with your life? Right? Now some people work from home already and just are able to continue that, which, lucky them, they're able to still do their thing. They are still impacted by this whole mess, but, some, however, are not, and some have turned to content creation. Now it's a great time to start a YouTube channel or start streaming or something. And if that's something you want slash can do, give it a shot. If you've never done it before, might as well try something new. And that's the whole theme to this. Try something new or try something old. Like, if you say have a musical instrument laying around that you haven't played in several years and you're like, I'm gonna try to get back into it. Try to get back into it. See what happens, pick up that old guitar. In my case, pick up that big old bass and, jam out or something. I tried picking up the bass at one point, and I did talk about that in a minicast, and my nephew is unhappy right now. It's his bedtime, and he's not happy about going to bed right now. So you might hear him in the background, but, he'll chill out pretty soon. But yeah, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked, and it's kind of melting my heart right now. I kind of feel bad. He was in my room, he wanted to stay here, and I'm like, I gotta record. So his dad took him out. And he's not happy about it. He's very not happy about it, damn. Okay. Apologies. So, yeah. Content creation. Something that is totally something you should try. And, if it turns out not to be your thing, at least you tried, Same thing with music. Got that big old bass, get the guitar out. Maybe it's just your vocal cords. Well, vocal cords. I can't words. Maybe it's that. Just smurf it up. La 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 la. Sing a happy song. I can't even finish my own joke. I'm sorry. Smurf it up. Don't ever let me say that again. I mean, you could alternatively just sit here and go crazy and record yourself going crazy. I don't recommend that. Don't actually do that. And to be more serious, a lot of people are having a really hard time coping with stuff like this and just being isolated and stuff for this long. And for some people that really, 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 truly need it, there are mental health services that are online. I mean, some of these have existed before the COVID dealio, but there's stuff like BetterHelp, which I have used before, and stuff like that. I unfortunately am not using it just because I can't afford to, but if you're able to, I recommend it because sometimes people just need that someone to talk to, and if you can't do therapy, this is no substitute for it. But absolutely, regardless of whether you're getting therapy, get in touch with friends and family, even if it's over the phone or something like that. Just get in touch with them, talk to them, have some video chat every so often so you can actually see another human's face, because holy crap, that is helpful sometimes. It's helpful sometimes, it really is. And just have that person you can just ring up and just be like, yo, let's chat for a while and stuff. And if you're lucky, you can partake in some of these hobbies online and such together. So it's just like, let's hang out and do a thing. And if you're able to, some places are still under quarantine like that and things like that. Some places are under just a whole social distancing policy. I'm not under true quarantine, so I can go out if I wanted to, but it's highly discouraged and stuff like that. So I tend not to very often. I also do have my nephew coming back and forth between here and his mom's. So I try not to expose myself too much, just to kind of keep him safe as well. I'm not necessarily worried about myself getting sick, but, he is one. So I want to make sure that, if something happens, it's definitely not because I exposed myself like an idiot. Okay, I'm saying dumb things now. But either way, I want to be sure that I'm helping to keep him safe as well. Because he is, again, little kid. Want to be sure he's okay. You know, just want to look out for him a little bit. But yeah, oftentimes I will personally, I end up killing a lot of time watching YouTube and Netflix. And a lot of time I'll spend, playing Minecraft, making my videos, and streaming and stuff. Streaming has been incredibly fun. So I've been really enjoying that. Um, Doing a little bit of like on the side creative writing kind of thing, just doing little bits of auto writing and such, and that's been a good time. Just been thinking about just like little things that could turn into future stories and stuff like that. Just getting some concepts down, and I'm like, you know what? I should really start working on these and evolving some of them, and I think that would be really fun. Just for the sake of doing it, because why the heck not? And also been spending a little bit of time off and on with my nephew as well, and that's always been a good time. So I just kind of trying to give y'all some ideas to get just to kind of help get through this kind of thing. And heck, use this comment section as like a discussion. Maybe you can get in touch with someone else that's just being like, yo, I'm bored, I need some company just to kind of chill out and hang out and do whatevs. Or better yet, join my Discord and talk to us on there too. Um, I always feel self conscious about doing those like self plugs like that, but it's like, is it really that bad if I'm doing that on my own channel and just kind of going like, hey, here's an option you could take? I don't know. It's up to you either way. I'd love to hear from you, but if not, then that is totally up to you, my friend. Thank you for swinging by, is basically what I'd say to that. But either way, my intention is to just, hopefully give you a little bit of ideas and try to inject a little bit of positivity in this whole situation, because a lot of it is just so negative and so just overwhelmingly awful, and it sucks. And I'm just like, how can we make the best out of a not great situation, That's why I like to not bring up COVID that much during my videos and live streams and things like that. Like, sometimes I will acknowledge it, sometimes it will come up if I'm collabing with other people, because other people have asked me about it on stream and stuff like that. And, I will give my thoughts when the question is presented, but ultimately I try to avoid talking about it, not to deny that it's a thing, but to kind of help whoever's watching get their mind off of whatever's going on. Just here, have like a little bit of fun, just something to do, something to watch, something to, just think about that isn't, the number of people that are, dying, or the number of people that are sick, or whether or not you're going to be next, or something, and just try to, help give something else get something else going on, like a little bit of a break from all that BS, because like, let's be real, that's stressful, and and sometimes we could all use a little bit of a break from that stress, and I want to try to provide that, or at least help in some sort of way. So I hope this does help in some sort of way. I realize me bringing it up probably didn't help. It kind of probably just put that whole bit of momentum in reverse there, but um see, this is I don't know, I'm not very good at this kind of thing. So like I say with everything I talk about on the Minnycast, take it with a grain of salt, because I am no expert on anything, to be entirely honest with you. So definitely don't take my word as any kind of, this person knows what they're talking about. I'm giving you my thoughts, but I am in no way qualified to talk about a lot of things that I talk about. So I don't attempt to hide that either. I just throwing that out there just so you know. But yeah, alternatively, back to some suggestions aside from streaming or videos or vlogging. That's always a fun thing too. I know my sister wants to vlog as well, and she's working on getting herself like a camera and things like that. And if I really hope that things work out for her. Her channel's in the works at the moment, and I've been helping her out with that kind of thing. And eventually, we'll get it off the ground. And when we do, I hope it goes well for her. But she really wants to try it out and stuff like that, and she really loves that kind of content. So it's like, you know what? You might as well make the type of content that you love and roll with it and stuff. So I'm excited for that. I hope her channel gets going. But alternatively, other than that stuff and, you know, chatting with people, doing video calls and all that other stuff I suggested, maybe you could take up another hobby, like, you know, maybe cooking or something. I remember seeing an ad one time, because there's been ads on YouTube, and there was one I saw from like Gordon Ramsay talking about like easy recipes you can do that he's set up that are like, I supposedly meant to be fairly quote unquote COVID friendly, as in it's something stuff you can easily get your hands on that, you know, would theoretically help you still make, like, that wouldn't compromise the whole social distancing deal theoretically. Maybe you could look into that, or sewing, perhaps, if that's your thing. I've never been good at it myself. I have attempted multiple times. Do not understand sewing. Can't sew to save my life. But, you know, it's fine. That is always an option for peeps. If it works out, you can do some amazing things with that. Or arts and crafts, if that's your thing as well. You know, maybe eventually do some arts and crafts with like, you know, in my case, my nephew. Might do that eventually when he's a little bit older and stuff. Although I hear he's been doing stuff in daycare, so I might consider getting a hold of some art supplies so we can just chill out and have a good time. Just kind of hanging out and doing some random art stuff together, because I think that would be really, really fun. And, you know, baking maybe. D&D. I really want to play D&D. I really, really want to play it again. But yeah, I mean, those are just a bunch of suggestions that I just thought of off the top of my head. And, you know, if you guys have your own suggestions, actually, I'd love to hear from you in the comments, kind of deal. But I think at this point, I've kind of rambled on and on and on and on for a while. It's kind of my, like, weakness, I guess. I tend to do that a lot. It's a thing. But yeah, again, love to hear your suggestions if you happen to have any in the comments down below. But I think that's gonna be it for today, you guys. So, you know, keep them positive vibes rolling. Get that, you know, music stuff happening, the cooking, the YouTubing, Twitching, yeah, twitch.tv. I derailed myself completely. You know, definitely take some of those suggestions into account if you're struggling to think of what to do for yourself and stuff, just to kind of get through your day and have yourself some good times. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to check out any of the series I have on this channel, as well as joining the Machino clan on Discord if you haven't done that already. Links to that will be in the description down below. And until next time, you guys, Minny out.